KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas 2017 Artist Interview.
I'm here with our good friends. You guys are family at this point. Cold War Kids. How are you guys?
Very good, very good, very good.
So we were doing this, I was thinking about it the other day, like 2 years ago, you guys played, and it was when First had exploded, and I was thinking to myself, I don't know if you guys ever wonder, that song almost didn't make the album.
Yes.
Do you wonder, like, had you not, what your life, how it would be different as it is right now?
Man, yeah, definitely. I think, you know, it's that thing where in hindsight it makes sense, all the years of kind of looking at it and going like, is something different going to happen? And then when that happened for that song at that time, and, you know, you guys are a big part of that, like, yeah, it's that weird, suddenly like it shines a light and you go, yeah. Oh, wow, this is crazy. Like we didn't know we were going to have a whole, go down this path, I guess, of just like, you know, big song on the radio, but it introduces you to a whole new audience, and it reinvigorated the you know, our creativity. Like it was a totally like second life.
Dan Reynolds of Imagine Dragons tweeted something really awesome about you guys the other day, because he's been a fan since day one, and he was just reminding people like what an incredible library of music you have and how much he's grown with you guys. It was just like, it was the sweetest tweet I've ever.
So sweet.
Right.
Yeah, I think Moss found it and said something like, "You guys write timeless music" or something like that.
Yeah,
and I was
that's
just
exactly
like,
what he said.
God, that's so rad. I mean, we've got to put so much music out, and some of it's kind of like gone under the radar, you know, and my kind of philosophy and approach has been like, you know, was just like, just keep working, keep touring, keep putting music out. And then first, I think it you know, the thing that it changed, it was like, okay, now everything we do, people, it needs to be great. It needs to be like, it makes me happy that he said that, you know, because there's a feeling of, it's like, you want to, we got this gift of all these people's attention. So now, like, you know, the first song we put out after that was Love is Mystical from this record. And it was like, that song felt urgent and important and big
good,
and
yes.
like a statement, you know, so it's like, it gives you, when you're in the rhythm of, you know, people just being aware and everything you do being important, like it does give you like a renewed sense of just like focus.
It's cool that you look at it that way, because some might see it as pressure, but you see it as motivation.
Totally, yeah. I love it. I really, that kind of energy, like it gives me a lot.
I can see it in your face.
Yeah.
So I'm perusing the internet the other day, as one does, and I read a story, and it just like, the headline said something like, Cold War Kids buy shirt off busser's back. What was that about?
We were at a restaurant in Chicago, and I liked the shirt, and I didn't ask to buy it or anything, but someone else.
Moss has an enormous T-shirt collection.
Oh, really?
He has thousands of T-shirts, incredible vintage.
So it's not new that I.
Okay, so this
is something that he does.
Okay, this is good to know, because it's right around Christmas time, so people don't know. But what kind of T-shirt was it?
It was just the restaurant T-shirt of the restaurant.
So he took it off, and then you just.
He smelled really good.
Oh, nice. That's always important.
Yeah, and
who was the girl on the T-shirt? It was the Stones, like a '70s Rolling Stones affiliated woman, and
this was in Chicago.
It was Anita Pallenberg on the back of the shirt. Yeah.
So this was in Chicago? Did you pay him for it? Because I think the article said like you paid him $100 for it.
Yeah, I gave him $100.
Oh, that's very nice of you.
Yeah.
I was reading an interview with you where they were talking to you guys about not just being one genre anymore, how you're universal. How does that feel? Like, where does that put your mindset, knowing that you're not, I don't want to say pigeonhole, it's got such a negative or ugly connotation, but you really can kind of do more now.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I think it's that thing where everybody comes. We're fortunate to like be, I guess, in. I remember the first time I heard somebody call us indie rock, and I was like, "Oh, is that what we are? An indie rock band?" Like, it's not something that I was a conscious, thing. So that is the. I think more like the culture that we came up in, more than like a style of music. And, so I think years and years of learning how to, write songs and record songs and then going like, okay, what we do has the ability to cross over to a bigger,
Since we last spoke here and so much has happened with you guys, what's been the most like pinch me moment that you've had? Because it's been like 2 years since we've seen you. What's one thing that you're like, my God, I can't believe we get to do this?
I mean, honestly, there are so many festivals around the world, and there are so many, and it's like I see other bands have go really hard for a year and then like take a year off, which is very normal and healthy probably, but we have just like, it's like it has kind of become almost a little bit of a joke that we're the most like so appreciative of. It's like, every record cycle we just keep, there are just more offers, more shows, more opportunities to go places and play, and we don't have these stretches of time that are like, oh, we're not really doing anything for these 3 months or something. I have a 3-year-old daughter at home as well, and so it's like I'm very aware of the passing time, and that like if I'm going to be away from home for a month of tour, it's like it has to be really worth it. And I hustle, like I want to have like, I want to fly home for even if it's literally not even 24 hours. Like I want to make the most of my time on tour and my time at home with my family. So it's, but it's good. Yeah, it all like makes you work hard and be appreciative.
What is next on the Cold War Kids bucket list? Is there a festival that you haven't played, a country you haven't visited, an artist that you might want to collaborate with?
Man, there's so many things. There's, I don't know. I think there's so much good music out there right now. Like, who's somebody we want to collaborate with? I love Frank Ocean. I love James Blake.
That would be really cool.
I love, there's a lot in, like,
do you reach out to them? Like, is that something that you can do, is just, like, reach out and be like, hey, man?
So for this record, reached out to Bishop Briggs, and she, having her on So Tied Up, that was the first time I ever did anything like that, and it, because of how well it worked, I'd be much more likely to do it again. Yeah. Okay. So.
Well, we love having you guys around. You're like family at this point, and now I know to look out for cool T-shirts for you. So I'll be sending that your way for Christmas. Thank you guys so much for being a part of. How many shows have you played for us now?
Man,
a good handful at least,
I feel like there was like 1 or 2 a year for like 4 years or something.
No, absolutely. Well, continued success to you guys, ladies and gentlemen. Cold War Kids, thank you guys again so much. We're live backstage at the Forum for KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas.